He says, "Why did you do this? I loved you." And she's like, "Yeah, that's not enough." Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. First view review. Today we are going to review Evil Dead Burn. Really like this film. I really like Evil Dead films. I think they have this cool, uh, blend of horror and comedy. This film is kind of like that. It is comedy in uncertain places, like places where you don't even expect it to be funny. It's funny in those places, and it's really good. One thing what I wanted to actually start this review is to say that this film does something excellently. I guess that's a word. Like this film does something really good that the other film, It Ends of Us, missed doing, which is to show uh, how difficult it is to come out of an abusive relationship. I don't know if everyone who was in the theater who watched this film with me noticed what I noticed, but this is what the film is about. It is about relationship abuse and how you can get stuck in an abusive relationship. Of course, this film says it from a horror perspective, and it is like a very personified version of what a of abusive relationship would look like. But it is what it is. It says like even before all the characters turn into ghosts and start attacking this one lady who is a married bride and who is completely coming from a completely different part of the world, and they are trying to harass her. They are trying to physically abuse her, and you see like our protagonist, her this girl who is French. She's I would say she's a French bride. She's a French yeah, she's a French bride, and she comes into this family, this American family, and everyone is kind of like psychologically torturing her, like, "Oh, we are so happy to have you, but you need to change in this way. You need to do certain things that way." And this French wife, this bride, is just trying to do her best to make everyone happy. This happens even before everyone starts turning into ghosts and literally trying to murder this bride. um, she has been literally being physically abused by her husband. She has been. Still she stays in that marriage despite getting physically hurt. And I'm talking about getting physically hurt before these characters turn into ghosts, turn into demons. um the husband hurts her physically, and still she stays with him. It literally shows like how difficult it is for someone who is in a relationship with someone who loves someone unconditionally, and they hurt them, physically hurt them. You still end up going to them. It's weird, it's crazy. For me, it I would like to share something with you guys. Like, I have been in this kind of relationship. I have been in a physically abusive relationship, and for a guy's perspective it is a little different, because the way we think is that, "Oh, I got slapped by a girl." you know it is shameful more than hurtful for a guy, and that is what it was for me. It was very shameful to get um, physically abused by the girl that I was dating. And it happened once, and I just took it, and because of the tremendous amount of shame that I got off from that, I did not bring it up to anybody, including the girl that I was dating. And I didn't even bring it up to myself because that's how shameful it felt to me. But then it happened again. When it happened again, that's when I realized, like, yeah, this is wrong. Like, this is pissing me off. It shouldn't be happening. And I made up my mind. If it happens again, then I'm going to do something about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to retaliate against it, is what I told myself. Like, I didn't think about this when it happened the first time. I did not, I think I thought about this when it happened the second time. Like, how weird that is, right? But that's how, you know, in a shitty, abusive relationship feels like. It is difficult for guys and for girls to get out in from an abusive relationship. I should have left her with the first time when it happened, but I did not, right? And sorry, I'm taking this review in this direction, but this film talks about it, and I'm so happy that it did, because you hardly see this kind of serious topic being brought up in a film that is basically just a horror film. Evil Dad is, I have seen the previous film, Evil Dad 2. I don't remember, but I don't remember them covering this kind of serious topic within the film. It was just a ghostly creature just wakes up because someone reads something weird from a book that they are not supposed to read. This film kind of has that, but the ghost kind of just shows up. I feel like the directors and the filmmakers of this film were really focusing on how are we going to make this ghost film com- completely tell a story of how difficult it is to get out of an abusive relationship. And this is what I feel like the directors put their mind into, and I really love that they did it, because they did it perfectly. They did it so nicely, because, like, not just the one time when the husband did not turn into a demon and hit her really bad, the wife, the French bride, and she still stayed with him. Not just that, but even after all this thing is happening in her life, where now the husband is a demon, and not just the husband, but the husband's father, the husband's mother, the husband's brother, everyone is trying to murder her, and she has every right to just leave the house, but she stays and she fights. And the whole time I'm just thinking, just jump out of the window, just run away, you know but somewhere the director is trying to tell you it is not that easy. And it is not that easy for someone who has dealt with this. I can tell you that it is not easy. I feel like I should finish the story about my abusive relationship. And yeah, this film, oh my god, like, I didn't even talk about this film. I really loved it. I would say all the actors did really great. The VFX was amazing. It has a cool burning feature in it. Like, everyone is like getting burned. That's the theme of the film. So everyone is getting burned. And then there is a MacGuffin in this, which is like the Kandahar dagger. Um, and that's everyone is looking for. And eventually we see that the protagonist is out of the house. But now, despite she's out, she's not yet safe. She's still like the husband, in all complete burned stage. He's still like following her, trying to kill her, and she's like doing her best to get away from him. And yeah, in the end, I mean, everything does work out, but then the paramedics show up and the cops show up, and the paramedics is like, "What happened?" Oh, and she says, "It's just my in-laws." That was like, it was like so relatable, and also very sad. you know. I bet the protagonist was a really nice, the character that the protagonist, the actor is playing, the character, the protagonist character is, I bet she's a really, really nice person, really good person, I would like to say. It's because despite all that happened with her, she doesn't seem like she's holding to any resentments. She just says, "Oh, my in-laws." But she's not holding on to resentment. She's just happy that she survived the ordeal. And I guess I'm happy about that too for myself, that I survived the ordeal. Uh, but yeah, I think that's what I would take from this film is, I don't know, man. If it happens once, it will happen again. Don't stay for love because it's not always enough. Oh yeah, and that is what it is shown in the film, and I loved it. I love this line. So the ghost of the husband, he's like trying to get her, trying to kill her, and she's trying to get away, and then eventually she manages to stab the ghost with the Kandahar knife, Kandahar dagger, and now she stabs him, and the ghost of the husband, that's the last ghost. He's about to die, and he says, "Why did you do this? I loved you." And she's like, "Yeah, that's not enough." And she kills him. That was amazing, man. I loved it. Oh my god. Mm. That was amazing. That was so cool. I really recommend people to watch this film. You guys will love it. It's a good film. It has somewhere around 6.7 stars. I feel like it should get 7 at least, out of 10. Yeah, I'm talking about IMDb ratings. So yeah, it was a good film. I really enjoyed it, and I'm so sorry if, for talking about my own experience in my shitty, disgusting relationship. Sorry if you guys did not want to hear it, and I still say it, but yeah, it did happen, and I just wanted to get it off my chest. So thank you for listening to that. Please let me know in the comments if you have any critics, any notes, if you agree with anything, if you did not agree with the things that I said, or if you just want to say hi. I guess I will say hi back to you if you wanna. Yeah, if you like to do that, I don't know. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching my review, and I hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So after the second time it happened, I decided, like, I'm going to retaliate. I'm going to slap her back. If she slaps me, I'm going to slap her back. And it did not happen. I literally forgot about it. But then again, it happened like a couple of months later. I was like walking with her from outside. We were leaving the movie theater, and we were there. She was going through something. Like, it wasn't even about me. And let me tell you, it was never about me. Like, the first time when she hit me, it was because her friends, she planned an outing with her friends, and her friends didn't show up. So she called me like, "Where are you? You want to meet?" I'm like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Okay." I met her, and I saw her, and she was like really like pissed off already. And I was like, "What's going on?" And she was like not saying anything, and she just kept walking. And I felt like, why are we walking in this direction? I was like, all right, are you gonna tell me something, what's going on? And she just whack slapped me. I was like, what the hell? I just walked away. Right, that's what I did. I walked away. She slapped me in front of people. That was like so shameful for me. This is the feelings where the men get when we get hit by a woman. And if it's in front of people, that's what we get. Even if it's by ourselves, that's what we get. This feeling of shame of getting hit by a woman. So then it happened the second time, and that's when I decided, like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to like retaliate. I'm going to teach her a lesson. And then it did not happen for a while. Then the third time when we were coming out from a film, she got some call from somebody, and She was like really pissed off, really mad, and we were just walking, and out of nowhere, she just whack, she just slapped me, and I was like so pissed. I was livid. When we reached, there's like a bus stop. We reached a bus stop, and I was like, "You go, you take the bus, you go, leave me alone. I don't wanna talk to you." And she was like, "Yeah, all right." She did that, and I left. And then I took like a couple of steps, and the feeling of shame and anger and frustration I got, I went back and I was like, "You just let me? Did you just let me? Yeah, yeah. Fuck!" I slapped her right across her face in front of everyone. That was the first time I had done that. Like, I have never hit a woman. I have never hit a woman unless it's my younger brother. That's the only time I've hit a woman. But I've never hit a woman. That was the first time. And it felt like what am I doing? What am I doing in this relationship? Even before I can say anything, she's like, "We are done. We are over." I was like, "Cool. Yeah, we are over. This feels like this feels like disgusting. I want to leave." Guess what? After a month, we got back together. We got back together. But before we getting back together, I put my foot down. I was like, "If you touch me again, I'll beat the out of you. I don't care if you're a girl. Don't you ever try to embarrass me or shame me or touch me anywhere in front of people or even in person. Don't even try to ever do that." And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah." I don't think she ever said sorry. No, I think she did say sorry. Yeah, I think she did apologize. Yeah. But did it stop? No, it did not stop. Like, trust me, it did not. We were at a place. We went to this place in India. It's where we get Sula wines, and we were there, and we were like, it's a vineyard, so we were there. We booked a hotel room, and then we went and got a champagne, and we were in such a good mood. I was in such a good mood, and then we both got drunk. Now, when I get drunk, I am like really chill. I listen to music, I dance, I have fun. When she gets drunk, she's a completely different person. That person that hits someone just because she wants to, that person just came out and it was just running around wild and crazy, throwing all kinds of stuff at me. Like, I'm not saying like pillows and shit. I'm talking about throwing knives, throwing fork, all that things at me. Like, oh my god. And guess what? I still stayed with her. After that incident, we went to some other place. After that incident, I tried to. I told her, "Oh, I'm getting a terrible headache. I'm gonna go out." And she was like, "No, don't go out. Don't go out. Don't go out. I'll take care of you. Oh, come here. I'll take care of you." And I was like, "Okay, if that's the case, then okay." And then she calmed down because I was like leaving the place. Right? I don't know why that worked, but it worked. And then again when we I stayed, and then again when we went to another place after a couple of months, just to spend time together. We were having this candlelight dinner, and we had something to drink, and she got drunk, and she again lost herself. She again became all violent or all crazy, and I was like, what is going on? This is crazy. And I did not do nothing, but I told her, like, I will leave right now if you start this. And that's she was like, "Oh, you gonna leave me?" She went inside the bathroom and she just started crying and howling. I was like, "Do whatever you wanna do in the bathroom. Just don't be freaking near me. You're weird. You're weird when you're drunk." And she I don't know, I don't remember if she spent the night in the bathroom or what she did. I was like done. But then in the morning, when she wakes up, she's like all good and fine. Like, oh, nothing really happened. I told her, like, look, if you're gonna do this, like get drunk and act all wild and angry and throw stuff at me, then we are done. We're not being in a relationship. And guess what? Like, I think it did happen one more time, and I was still with her. I was still with her. Like, oh my god. I don't know why I was with her. There were so many red flags. And then when we broke up, it was her who broke up with me. I don't even want to get into this kind of things. But yeah, she broke up with me. She was like, "Oh, you're not even calling," and blah blah blah. I found out that she, after breaking up with me by making all these excuses that I don't call and blah blah blah, all this and all that, she was just making excuses to get rid of me. I found out within a week she had a boyfriend who had a green card. You know, we were both in America at that time, at that point, and she was living somewhere else, and I was living here in San Francisco. And within a week of breaking up with me, sh I found out that she already is dating someone with a green card, and she's the one who told me that. She also sent me pictures. Good riddance, right? Because I don't think I deserve that, any of that. Her mom, in fact, was telling me like it is my fault, like I did something wrong, which is like super crazy. But that's how hard it is, like being in an abusive relationship. It's crazy. Like I don't know why we stay there, but we do stay there in that kind of relationship.